Welcome to Albion TV presents the AO Daily Show, your source for real news in an unreal world, keeping you up to date on the latest news, events, and the great community of Albion Online. The goal of the AO Daily Show is to take all of the info that is spread across the entirety of the Albion community, be it Twitter, Discord, Reddit, the official forums, or yes, that dude in-game. And we break it all down into a format that you can digest in less than an hour. Today is Friday, the 31st of May, and I'm your host, Shozen. And with me today is my co-host, Bogul. How are you doing today, Bogul?
I'm doing super. Let's go. Let's start this.
No, excellent, excellent. Yeah. So we have some news right off the bat. What do we got for us, Bogul? As the first thing we generally do when we start the show is go ahead and look at the news.
We don't have like announcement news style. We have a few reminders for everybody who's not been paying attention, but we have a sort of newsy thing that is important for everybody who is into the city plot game. The plot auctions will be ending this Sunday, and then we will have a 24-hour grace period until the lease ends. So if you are looking to bid on real estate, bid on plots, now is your time. Go out, bid on stuff. Any of the big cities, that's Carleon, and the 5 royal cities. Click on the little signpost banner there, and you can see the last month's bid and make your own bid. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's one.
Yeah, we've been covering those auctions all week, and we have shown how it's possible, though not probable, but you can take yourself a building from somebody with these blind auctions, because we've seen winning bids of very low silver, like 26,000 silver. That does not mean that was the top bid. We explained it yesterday if you want to have more info on this. Yeah. Plots. Today's the last, yes. Yeah, it's going. You got it. This is your last days. Come on. Go in there, get some plots, break up any monopolies that you see forming. Don't let it happen. Be the one to stop it.
Yes. And then today, what date is today? The 31st, right? That's the last day of this month.
Yes, it is.
Tomorrow, tomorrow we should have the new Adventurous Challenge starting. Ooh. We didn't see an official announcement yet, did we?
No, we didn't. I know there's a tweet incoming. But but we do have a little bit of evidence as to what's coming up soon. As if you go to the marketplace right now and you go look at T7 mounts, you got to go place a buy order. Create a buy order.
You don't have to place one, but
you have to go look
at the options menu.
Yes, you go to the options, you go click on create buy order, you do tier 7, you hit mount, and if you go down, you can see this new mount called a giant horse. I don't know what it looks like. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like a darn big horse, and it's got relentless charge. You become immune to damage and crowd control effects. Additionally, your movement speed is increased for 40% for 4 seconds. So I guess that's like, crap, I got to get through all these dudes who are about to stun lock me, and I need to get out of here quick. Boom, charge through those suckers. You're going to knock them all on their butts, you're going to get through, and you're going to run away scot-free because you got a giant horse.
Yeah. And if you filter for tier 6.
Tier 6?
Yes. And then look at I think the Recruiter's Salamander.
Yeah, Recruiter's Sand Salamander. Let's see. He's Leon. His name is Leon. He's pretty easygoing. His stats are mediocre compared to, say, a pest lizard. That's mildly. Ooh, but this guy, Leon, he looks really cool. His name is Leon. He's patient. He's easygoing. And his move speed is the same as his dash speed, just like, your other pest lizards.
So
but he's got,
I guess that's another reminder,
half the hit points, and he's got half the load, and he doesn't have any specials. So it'll be interesting. I mean, it does. Yes, Fun Stealer, I'm with you. It has poopy stats. I agree. But it looks cool and has a name.
Shozen.
Yes.
What this tells us is that the recruitment's referral season is also coming to an end tomorrow, I think.
Yeah?
So that's something to look forward to as well. That's why these two things are in there. they must have gotten in there with the last patch. So I guess that's a little bit of a pro tip. Sometimes the items make it into the game already, and you can basically only see them if you go through the marketplace and the create by order UI. Then you can, take a look. Yeah, that's for the official news. We also have a little bit of
community news. Yeah.
Well, no, the
the malicious website
from last
Yeah, I'll pull that up real quick and remind everybody. Tuesday? Yeah, it was. I believe it was Tuesday. No, Monday. Monday. You're right, Bogul. It was Monday. Beware of malicious websites, round 2, guys. I know that scamming is a part of Albion Online, but that doesn't mean you have to fall for them. If it looks too good to be true, like somebody wants to give you something, somebody says you're going to get something for free, it's not true. And let me be real clear. We will never, ever, ever ask for your username and password. It doesn't happen. And if you're not at albiononline.com and signing in, or you're going through the launcher, don't put your stuff in. Because once you do that, that's on you. I can't save you. All I can do is warn you not to do it. Oh, I'm let me go ahead and throw this up here for screen too, so you guys can see. Just reminding, beware of malicious websites, guys. Do not. Yeah. Do not.
Yeah. And I mean, I think we've mentioned it twice now. There has been a little bit of an issue where people got whispered on Discord by spam bots, and we just want to put it out there again, let everybody know. A little quick reminder, and I think now we can move on
to the non-official. Well, the non-official news. We have one bit of non-official news because we have a 5v5 Scrim League announcement.
That's mine, right?
Yeah, that's yours.
I kind of want to put it like as not official because it's not officially.
No, it's not official. It's not
made
unofficial
by SBI.
No,
it's something that I think a lot of people want to see or have been asking for. So I decided I want to try to make this happen. And I already have a lot of people who messaged me and said, "Hey, I'm interested in helping. I'm interested in sponsoring. I want to join this with my team." And what it has been in the last week is trying to figure out the rule set. We are not at a point yet where we can finalize that. So I'm still looking for input in terms of what the best, item power cap level could be, what sort of restrictions we have to put on, master PS gear, or do we only allow up to tier 8 or tier 6 or tier 7 gear? How should we regulate the potions? Can people use 0.3 food or 0.0 food? And I'm right now figuring out what the best compromise is there, so we can have a interesting and challenging experience while still allowing as many people to get and participate as possible. And if you have ideas, if you have opinions, if you have feedback, get in touch with me. And I hope I can open the signups by the end of next week. Or somewhere in there. I have one more week of feedback, and then I want to get this started. Yeah, that's a little plug. If you have input, get to me.
All right. Well, that sounds.
Start with the war report.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm really looking forward to the Scrim League because you have gotten really good responses. I've gotten people messaging me about it, and I don't have anything to do with it. I'm just like, no, don't talk to me. Talk to Bogul. Ooh, how did Bogul's moving service thing go? Did anyone bite on that? I'm sorry to interrupt, but this seems like this could be a little bit of community news. How's it going? How's your moving service going? Because you were complaining about it last night.
Well, so for those who don't know, there are no transport contracts in the game right now. No. So if you are a trader who wants to move goods between, say, Carleon and Thetford, or between Martlock and Fort Sterling, there's no real easy way to outsource that transportation between, just ask somebody to do that for you. Because the main issue so far has been trust. So you can't
Yeah.
just give somebody,
Stuff.
a full inventory of, worth 5-10 million silver and hope for the best. For that, you really need either good friends that you know for a long time, or you basically end up having to do it yourself. And one option I was looking at is doing like a third party, insurance thing, where if you are a transporter who wants to do and offer transportation services, you can deposit a little bit of a security thing with me, and then I sort of guarantee that in case your item doesn't arrive, you get the money back.
Ah, like it's insurance. It's
sort of, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I imagine that you're anybody who's doing the transport would also have to throw down a retainer to you as well.
No, I just do it for no fee.
Well, I meant
fees are going.
No, like so if somebody's offering to transport stuff, right, and they're doing it for you, they should have to give you a not a fee, but like a retainer,
a security deposit.
Yes, a security deposit for them too, so that everybody gets a deposit and everything's going on. It's all safe and fair. I like that. Sounds good. All right, let's get on with that war report, because I'm sure people want to know who won the war. Who won the war, Bogul? Who won the war?
Everybody is winning all the time. That's what's happening.
Yeah, right? Everybody's winning all the time. Lots of winners. No losers in the world of Albion. It's true.
Oh no, that rhetoric. It's true. Never mind. What's going on? Do we want to start with the Royals? Or where do you want to start?
Well, I think you threw me up Glauvia here. Well, Royals we'll go to, and let me see, what do we got over here? Did anything happen in the Royals?
To be honest, a bunch of siege camps. And
just siege camps.
The big guilds are sort of,
bullying,
and you're just keeping their stuff. There's Royals to me is a weird thing that I haven't fully grasped yet, because the big boys are fighting there. There's 4 to 5, siege camp attacks every day. And it's sometimes you see a few new names who get off an attack, and then they usually just get stopped right at that siege camp territory.
Yeah, Blue Army's not going to let like some scrub guild come in and take their, siege camp. They worked hard for that. They worked hard for that, tower.
Yeah. Poor. I don't know. Yeah. So to me, until I find something interesting happening in the Royals that is not just siege camps,
right?
It's kind of boring to me personally. I don't know. What do you think about it?
How could you say that war is boring, Bogul? Don't you know that lives are on the line? Gear is on the line. Respect is on the line.
But the Royals feel like a bunch of kids running around in circles, slapping each other with like plastic swords. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, so in other words, there's not enough on the line here for Bogul. He doesn't want to really, cover it, because they're just fighting with kids' toys. And it should be for the kids. It should be for the newbies. But instead, Dad is hitting people with the plastic swords. Dad's got the water guns out. He's got like a super soaker. He's just soaking people down. He's like, ha ha ha, this is my pool, suckers. And none of the kids get to play. That's the way I feel about the Royals too. Okay, let's go see something that matters. Let's go look at Anglia, because Anglia matters, right? Okay, what do we got going over on Anglia? Because we had an interesting bit of event last night. We saw a home plot was being assaulted, correct?
A home plot?
Wasn't it?
No, I don't think it's a home plot.
Oh, Bright Ripple is.
I think the well is not.
Okay. The farm was under attack, and they defeated the farm, and now they actually retaliated from the farm over to Cold Draft Cleft and are pushing out Infinite. So these guys, with their ugly little flag, the Glanskys Thruval, the Glanskys Thruval, that means Ferris wheel. We looked it up. It's actually a Dutch wheel. I didn't know a Ferris wheel was a Dutch wheel. I thought some guy named Ferris invented it here in America. But I was totally wrong. It's a Dutch wheel. The Dutch did it so that they could see more of their dikes. Right? They have those things to hold the water? That's the Dutch. Yes. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting my international community correct here. So they built the Ferris wheel so they could look down at their dikes.
Oh my god. So
Or the
we were
windmills?
looking.
Was it based on an idea of a windmill? Did they come up with the Ferris wheel after seeing a bunch of windmills? I don't know. We'll move on. So
I want to talk about Anglia and
okay.
the Russian guild that is called Ferris Wheel.
Okay.
We were talking about them yesterday.
Yeah.
We kind of introduced them yesterday and said, hey, these guys are kind of new in this area. They seem to have put their tents down in the far west of Anglia.
Yeah, the Zorn spot.
Yes. And somebody in chat yesterday, I think it was MSSJ, even said they're going to farm Infinite. And I was like, let's see. But what I saw yesterday in the Bright Ripple Well fight is that they convincingly stomped Infinite 9-0 and have another attack scheduled right now. And I'm worried, Shozen, I'm worried for Infinite.
Well, I just got a little bit of news right here in chat. It sounds like they're using Mercs, Bogul.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it sounds like they got Marvin's team to fight. Now, Marvin's team, is it really Marvin's team, or is it just anybody Marvin can find at any given time? Because Marvin seems to be, like, the king of, like, pug groups, right? He just goes and says, you, and you, come with me. We're going to go do this Hellgate. And then they're like, I don't even know who you are. And they're like, no, I'm Marvin. And then Marvin leads them to victory somehow. He's
who is Marvin?
Who is Marvin? He is the guy who runs the Hellgate 24/7 Hellgate channel, right? That's who Marvin is?
Oh.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's more to Marvin. We'll have to do him. I think we should do a Marvin interview. Marvin, contact me. We're going to do an interview. It's going to be fun. So, looks like Marvin is doing the... how many times am I going to say Marvin? Looks like Marvin is going to be doing the Mercs for these little guys and their ugly, ugly flag. Like, honestly, guys, if we had a contest for the ugliest flag, these guys would win hands down. I mean, it's...
No.
You like it? You like this blue and orange? Oh, God.
Yes, I like orange.
My wife would like this. It's just, it's...
So?
Wait.
That's usually a good sign, isn't it? But
Marvin's room, not... Okay, 24/7 is Volkenden. Marvin runs Marvin's Room, which is the old Hellgate channel that everybody got banned from. Okay, sorry, my bad. A little bit of confusion there. So there are three Hellgate channels, as I've just been invited to a third one last week. I don't know why we need so many, but yeah, Marvin has his own channel. Marvin's got his own hellish channel. What else we got for him, Bobo?
I was going off on a sort of what is your favorite logo thing, but I think we have to move on so we don't go over time because we're 20 minutes in already. So let's talk about Siluria, because I think that's it for Anglia. There's not a lot of other stuff that I've seen other than what seems like that Infinite might be in trouble, and that's something that might be developing over the next weeks. And I will check on it Monday.
Well, that's okay.
See where it's going.
If the Ferris wheel can go ahead and get their own mercs, I'm sure if Infinite gets pushed back to the brink, they can find their own mercs too. I mean, it seems like everybody's finding mercs right now.
Okay.
So you wanted to say something about Siluria?
Siluria, yes. I was looking at the territories yesterday, and what I can see is if you zoom into the area where Millennium lives, that is somewhat close to, south west of the Arch area there, then it seems like that Aggressor is cutting in between them.
Yeah, that's... Well, we've talked about how Millennium and Aggressor have been fighting. And it seemed like Millennium was going after Arch. It seemed like it. But the Aggressor has kind of stepped in and cut them off and has said, no, we want to fight you. We don't want you to fight Arch. We want to fight you. And I don't know if it's because Aggressor just likes playing zombie hordes. And I don't know. But they have been stepping in and not directly fighting for Arch, mind you, but getting in the way. Stopping the flow of progress towards the decimation of ArcHghanistan.
Right. Another thing I saw, I honestly don't know because I didn't really pay attention the first few days in terms of what guilds owned the territory in Afghanistan there. But it looks to me that Cherno Brazil is owning a few of the Ragged Steppes territories that are not the home plots. And I was wondering if Cherno Brazil is like the new defense force for Arch that are, you know, sort of preparing for anything there.
Well, they did come in pretty quick with, I believe they came with free to play. I could be wrong, but Cherno Brazil, the guy who runs the guild, who has the stream, I started noticing him after free to play, and it might just be because he got a ton of new viewers and his, you know, his stream bumped up. But I think it's that he came in here because right after free to play, like a week after free to play, I saw this guy GVG. He didn't look very good, but now, like the last 2 times I've seen him, he looked fairly decent. I mean, you could tell there was a huge improvement in his game, to say the least. Like, we saw a lot of improvement. No, Fun Stealer, I won't be doing that. Sorry, guys, to interrupt you if you're listening on the podcast and can't read, but Fun Stealer asked a very silly question. No, I'm not going to interview Gluttony. I've already done that. No double interviews.
Yeah. And I guess that's that about the Ancillary area. We are looking forward to seeing what happens between Infinite and Aggressor there. We are looking forward to seeing who is actually going to defend the Arch territories if somebody is getting to them and Aggressor is not putting themselves in front of that attack route, which would be weird, right? Aggressor defending Arch there.
Yeah, I think it's more like they know that somebody's trying to push through there and they've got instant contact all the time that somebody's going to fight for and show up for because they know that this other team is trying to do something. And it's like, it's not that they're so much defending Arch, I don't believe. I think that they're encouraging their own content. We know that Scuzz loves to fight. He loves to have as many GVGs as he can handle. And I think this is just a easy way for him to secure regular GVGs. That's my initial reaction. Until I hear from him that he's actually defending Arch, I don't want to believe it.
All right. Yesterday, we talked about the Bridgelock initiative and had a cool interview with Ben Riley from Bridgelock.
Yep.
Who are in Glavia, right? In the very...
Well, Bridgelock is over in Anglia, actually.
Whoops. So, now I know why I was talking about them, because he mentioned that Fricks joined him recently, right?
Yes.
And I wanted to talk about Fricks. And if you go to Amwell Quarry, we had been talking about this little thing that was going on between Fricks and Iconic. And apparently, Iconic got kicked out of there.
What?
Yeah. It looks like they don't have territory there anymore.
What's the territory that you're telling me to go to?
In Glavia, Amwell Quarry.
Amwell. Oh, yeah, they had this pretty much secured down the other day. The frogs are gone, dude.
Yeah, that's another thing that's happening in this area. So,
wow.
Fricks or some mercs kicked out Iconic. I think EU12 Academy kicked out the Mighty Frogs.
There's just one location left. They had 4 here.
Right, they have 1 left in Escadale. But I feel like it's a goodbye to Mighty Frogs already. So we really have to find a new favorite guild there.
Yeah, we're going to have to find a new favorite. Yeah.
What do you think about Rat Kingdom? Do you know anything about them?
All right. Now, right off the top of my head, I think Rat Kingdom is Jonah Vale's guild.
Uh-huh.
Because he's the Rat King. It's either him or Cryan. They're both fighting for control of the Rat Kingdom, I would imagine, at this point.
I see. I mean, they are, if you look at the rankings, they are in squad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the main reason why I saw them first is because they have a cool logo. They have the red eyes there. And I saw they only have like 80 members. And honestly,
they've only got 62 at the moment.
Yeah. I was looking around and I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody who was in Rat Kingdom yet. And I think that's one of the things that I want to do over the weekend, get in touch with somebody. Because they have been getting into the territory game more and more. It seems like, especially if you look at the area around eastern Cumbria, the steppes there.
All right. Well, I've gotten some information. I just went over and looked at them on the kill boards here, and so this is Manchild, Stinky Peef, Purr, Ben Dover, RX Morse, Eric the Decent, Master of Waves. All right, these are some names that you're gonna recognize, guys. So, yeah, it's not Jonah Vale apparently. DJ Tanner now also in Rat Kingdom. So this is like the new TC, I would take it, huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
So now we do know a little bit more about who these guys are. The new TC.
There's so many TCs. That's so confusing.
There's a lot of TCs. Like it's like I don't think there's any guild that has had its leadership change more at the top more times than Team Casualty. It's very I don't know, volatile.
Yeah.
So what is
the reason why I mentioned them is because I wanted to take a brief look at Cumbria, and that's what came to mind when I was clicking around there. It seems like they're having a bit of a beef with phrasing right now, but like they had a little bit of a back and forth around there. But the other thing I saw in Cumbria, that Invitus tried to get some territory in Watersnake Basin, but they went, I think, 1-1 or 2-1 or something. And that's, to me, what is brewing there in the east of Cumbria as well. Phrasing versus Rat Kingdom, or they are just trying to get their foot in. They have a sort of little area there with like 4 or 5 territories right now, but no home plot yet. So maybe they want to pressure Phrasing out of this one. Yeah.
All right, well, like, I think that leaves us with just... Where else do we have to go? Oh, Watersnake Basin? I'll go check that out.
Well, that's the one I was...
Yeah, just talking about. I just want to bring it up on the map real quick so people can see where it is.
Yeah, but that's Invitus, right? That's where Invitus sort of held their defense right now. And if you look south of Watersnake Basin, you see a lot of these red eyes there on the map. And I think Red Kingdom tried to attack Watersnake Basin, and Invitus just said, nope, until here and not further. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Well, we know that Invitus has some very strong GVGers and a lot of good gankers as well. So it's no surprise to me that these guys were able to defend their territories. And now we just have one more continent left to look at, don't we? Did anything happen in Mercia?
You are usually the Mercia expert.
Yeah, nothing happened. I'll tell you what happened.
Nothing. All right.
So 2 days ago, Kargera decided to no-show against Sorab. That made him salty. So yesterday, he no-showed Hohi, Hill of Hollow Earth. As a, yeah, you want to no-show? Well, we can no-show too. We don't have to show. Uh-oh. Let's see if we get in. Yeah, you can go throw one of those in chat. Game went down. LOL. Oh, geez. All right, let me get a new screen up here. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I can't control that. But yeah, so Hohi didn't happen yesterday, and it was kind of like a, hey, we're just doing this to make them irritated by denial of content, because nothing irritates anybody more than denial of content. So that's what they did. They just said, we're not showing. And Kargera and the boys did. And they sat there for at least an hour on Tower until they found out that they had a no-show. But now it looks like there's going to be 2 battles over in Mercia today, in Hill of Hollow Earth and I believe Heart of the Forest. Maybe it's Well of the World.
Well of the World. And
Well of the
Hill
World.
Earth, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't have access to the map right now. Go figure.
That's okay. We showed what we wanted to show. That's a perfect timing, actually.
I think it is. I think it's a good time to get off of this. And you know what it is? It's a really good time to do a little bit of reflective thought, guys. I think it's time to breathe.
I already saw some people.
Yeah?
I saw the Fs already. I mean, that's one of the things we do Fridays, right?
Fridays is F in chat Friday. Yeah, we do that. We'll do a couple Fs in chat.
So do you want to explain the F in chat Friday thing?
Well, F in chat Fridays is like, we know that you guys want to have fun and throw your Fs around and stuff like that, and we understand that with the lag recently, that a lot of people were told, no, you can't do that. Because, guys, when 400 people do it, it's very disturbing to the general chat. That's called spam. I get why they're doing it. But I also believe in freedom. And so I want you guys to have a place where you can feel free to F. And so today we're going to do what we're going to do every Friday. We're going to throw Fs in chat to what was lost. And we're going to actually do things a little bit different this week, because earlier in the week we ran into ActionCompassion, and we showed him leading a little bit of meditation, and we got in touch with him and we talked to him a little bit, and he goes, you know, I can lead a meditation for you guys for F in chat Fridays. And dude, this is too good. So without further ado, ActionCompassion is going to lead us in a guided meditation. Are you guys ready for this? Please say yes, because this is too good. Please enjoy the next 3 minutes.
Hello and welcome to Meditation Albion Online. Today we will meditate on loss, grief, and what it means to press F to pay respects. First, remember that meditation is not about what you think or what you experience. It's about how you think and how you experience. So no matter what you're feeling during meditation, whether you're agitated or frustrated, it doesn't mean that the meditation is not working. As long as we are neutral in attitude and thinking, and we are simply observing the present moment for the present moment, then we are meditating. With loss, we recognize that the past cannot be changed, and we recognize that the future is uncertain. No matter how sure we are of what will happen tomorrow, we truly cannot guarantee it. So in meditation, we focus on the present moment and what can be done in this present moment. Imagine you are a big fucking GM and you just got ganked with some GVG sets for your healer that you don't even really like that much. Now, at this point, you can blame the server for lagging, you can get mad at the claw boys hiding in the bushes, or you could get really mad and, yell at some guild members and blame everything on them. Or you can meditate. You can meditate on your loss, meditate on your rage, meditate on your frustration, meditate on your entitlement. Feel those energies inside you. Feel those strong, intense emotions, and simply do not react. Simply observe. Observe the loss. Observe the pain. Observe the desire to rage and whine. And just observe. Give it time. Give yourself time to transform. Nothing is forever. The emotions will change. The silver will come back. Whether you are war master, grandmaster, officer, or peasant, time affects us all equally. Time is the great equalizer. What is your attitude and process as the river of time continues to flow? Are you doing something that helps you in Albion? Are you speaking something that helps you in Albion? Are you thinking something that helps you in Albion? Or are you forever noob? F, 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 F.
I feel better already, guys. I hope you do too. So...
F, yeah.
F, 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 F. So,
More like what the, but
now,
sure.
Right after we got this, for guys who are in the know and on the Reddits and whatnot, this guy was caught on stream yelling at one of his guild members for farming inside Alliance territory. And apparently, are they an Ego? I think the McDonald's is in. Yeah, Ego has a 5 million silver bounty when your guild harvests any materials in another alliance territory. And somebody who had joined the day before harvested some ore, offered to give it back, but no, the other guild was like, nah, we want our 5 mil. Because, guys, what's worth more? The 5 mil and a little bit of bitching? Or 10 ore? I'm going to go with the 5 mil. So they were like, no, the rules state that you got to give me the monies. And so the GM, of course, is irritated, has been doing this for days, saying, guys, you're new. Here are the rules. Guys, you're new. Here are the rules. Guys, you're new. Here are the rules. And this guy's like, yo, I didn't know the rules. I made a mistake. I'll pay. But there's a guy in chat. And there's always a peanut gallery, guys. There's always that peanut gallery. And he's like, no, you don't have to pay that. Nah, you're new. You don't have to pay that. Nobody should pay that. And I'm like, and you can tell that instantly pisses off the GM because he doesn't know who the F this guy is. He just knows that some new guy broke the rules and now he's got to pay that 5 mil. And yeah, it makes him a little bit testy. But Bogul, have you ever been a GM before?
Mm-hmm.
I've been a GM before. Have you ever
had to kick people for the same thing?
I've had to kick people for the same thing. And the thing that's more annoying than the 5 mil is the peanut gallery. Those are the guys you want to kick because those guys are the ones that cause trouble over time. That constant grinding on the authority of the GM. And you can tell this has nothing to do with 5 mil. This has nothing to do with harvesting resources. This has everything to do with the peanut gallery having a distaste for respect and not being able to respect authority. And that guy, he's maybe 22, 23 years old, thinks that he's the hot shit, wants to tell the GM what to do. Boop, get the... Oh, sorry, boys. Time for new place in guild. We have new room, guys. Do some recruiting. We got 3 new places. And yeah, that happens. But what else can we pay respects to this week in chat, Bo? What's some of the things we can pay F in chat to this week?
Do we want to take a minute to talk about the meditation more, or do we just go straight into paying more respect?
Do you want? What would you want to say? Go ahead. Say your piece on the meditation piece. What do you got to say?
You mentioned it before. ActionCompassion to me seems he's the guild leader, I think, of McDonald's. Mm-hmm. We mentioned that before. For maybe somebody didn't catch it yet. And when I heard him doing this video that we showed 2 or 3 days ago, I was like, wow, we have to get him on the show. And then he was so nice to do this for us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think it's great.
When I'm listening to this, I feel like we have another spiritual guidance coming up in Albion. And then
well, we need something that is like in opposition to the Archers nonsense, because that's like culty and weird and about a person.
So this is culty and
weird.
Religious
and weird,
meditative,
but it's about like an idea, and I would rather follow an idea than a person, because ideas can change. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, people don't change. They don't change. All right. Do you think that will be, last question before we can go to FN chats, do you think that will build some sort of cult in the future? I don't think we have a lot of cults in Albion, do we? We need more cults in Albion. I absolutely hope that he gets some followers from this and that people actually start meditating and relaxing a little bit.
So that's some counter movement for the Arch praise be thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Praise be to your own self. Learn to control your own emotions, not worry about the emotions of others. All right, let's pay some respects. What was lost this week?
A bunch of stuff, a bunch of gear, a bunch of events happened. Do you wanna do one? I do one.
Yeah. Let's pay respects to the kill board, which is under heavy load, and we won't be showing the heavy deaths this week because the kill board is no longer with us. Press F in chat for the kill board.
I mean, it's still there. It just doesn't load.
Yeah, it doesn't load. I mean, it takes a while. Yeah. It does work. But I won't be showing the top deaths of the week right now because I've been having such a hard time getting them up. And I would love to show you the guy who died for 8 mil. It's always fun to say F in chat to the losses of good gear. But
we might as well just assume it's dead for a while.
Yeah, a little while. What else can we pay respects to, Bo?
I initially wanted to pay respects to the 2000 gold price level. But as soon as I wrote these notes and I was opening the game client just before the show, I saw that it dipped below 2000.
Yes, it did.
And while we are doing the show, it's coming up on 2000.
It's going back up.
So I wonder if it's a bit premature to pay respects to cheap gold. But maybe it's time to press F.
Well, I say we can say to cheap gold. I think we should say F in chat to cheap gold. You're not getting cheap gold anymore. Just it's 2K-ish around now for the foreseeable future. You're looking at 5.5.
To the global discount.
You can say goodbye to the global discount. You can also say goodbye to cheap monthly premium, as it's like 5.5. Was it? I'm just gonna go look at it right now. We'll see what it is right now. Oh, it's just 5. It's just 5 million. It's down to 5 million.
I think it's cheap.
Of course, to you it's cheap. You got lots of the monies. All right, F in chat to cheap premium, boys. F in chat to cheap premium. Bye, guys. F in chat. Let's say goodbye and pay respects to the Broke Boys fundage, because they lost 150 mil in silver, 300 mil in gear and resources, and an untold amount of trust. The amount of trust that was lost in the Broke Boys leadership can never be regained. F in chat for Broke Boy trust and leadership.
Huh.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Do we have an update on that, by the way? I don't think we do.
No, we don't have updates on that other than poor Dip. We can, you know what?
Huh?
We can pay respects to Dip for not only for his double dive into the tent this week, but also for his double dive into thievery, because he is the number one suspect right now. Poor Dip is the number one suspect. And Kando Baron says it wasn't Dip. It wasn't Manamo. Mamano? Yeah, like
Mamano.
Mano, but like
Mamano.
Mamano? Okay, Mamano. Okay, whatever.
Mamano has a full-time job. That's why he can't be it.
That's why, yes. Mamano can't even tell us who did it because he has a full-time job. F in chat to Manamo's full-time job. All right. We've seen a lot of nonsense with GVGs this week, or ZVZs this week, as people have not been paying attention to the Blue Army strategy, which I keep trying to explain over and over again. DPS on the outside circling in, tanks in the middle pushing forward, tanks fall back with DPS spreading out. That way you don't get clumped by counters. People aren't listening. F in chat to all the guys who clumped this week. You all clumped so hard this week. F in chat to clumping. Guys, don't do it. You're gonna die. F in chat. That's a quick one. F in chat to all those guys who went to ArcHghanistan and sacrificed themselves for the greater good of just simply killing Arch members. I don't care if you lost 6-1, 7-1, or 8-2. If you went in there and you sacrificed yourself, kamikaze style, to take down 10 plus archers nons in ArcHghanistan, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. F in chat for your lives and your gear. Thank you for your sacrifice. Bogul.
Yes.
What do you want to
We also have another F in chat for the malicious websites. I hope they can get left.
Yes.
And we want to say,
yeah, I would say they can get
there.
effed. They can definitely get effed. Go ahead and F the malicious websites. Give them a big F.
Yeah.
And you know who else needs a big old F? I don't know if paying respect is the right way to say this, but you know who needs a big old F in chat right now is the old hosting provider that failed to tell us that we were not the target of this DDoS and that somebody else under their cluster was the target of their DDoS. We will no longer be using them for this, so we will no longer see them again. F in chat to the poor fools who will no longer be hosting Albion Online. F in chat for the old server.
And I guess the biggest one that is the result of that, at least it's my hope, is that we can all pay a big F to the lag.
Yeah.
That has been happening.
Yeah, I think we can say goodbye to the lag and give it a big old F in chat. F to the freaking lag. F to lag, guys. F to lag. And I think on that we've given enough Fs for one day. I've given my F. Bogul, what do we have next? Because we have a few video recommendations. We're not going to show these videos today because they are a little bit long. Yeah,
today. They're also not super
so
for
good.
A podcast.
No, they're not great for a podcast, but they're super good. You know, Namaste, the African warlord, one of the best heron spears that you're ever going to see, has a great video of him hunting down people and taking them down 1 at a time, 7 at a time, 10 at a time. However many guys he finds. There's footage of him getting surrounded by dudes and being like, oh, there's 10 of you? You're all on mounts? I'm going to demount. Guys, you want to demount and fight? It's 1v10. Let's do this. And he takes them on, wipes them all out. Just like that. So, guys, go ahead and check out that video. We're going to link it in the description at the end of the show. I'm going to go ahead and link it in chat. And you guys can go check that out at your leisure because it's awesome. It's really, really good. You know who else has a good one? Though different. Not I wouldn't say is quite as good. Because it's definitely...
He's been one of my favorites.
Oh,
I mean, some of the videos are a little messy, but he's been getting so good at these recently, and he's been posting them forever. Our good friend Robin Hood RS has another ZVZ video. I know it's a little bit in favor of the BA crowd, the squad crowd.
Yeah, it is.
But his sort of shots are what showcase some of the coolest clumps in the ZVZ scene right now. It also has good music, so
yeah,
definite watch.
Robin Hooders is definitely doing some work in the ZVZ. I like that he records so many great squad videos so that you guys can go and see them. Sometimes he does them with comms so you guys can actually learn. Because if you guys are having trouble in ZVZ, the best thing that you can do to get better right now is study. Learn what the people who are good at ZVZ do. Copy that. Not their builds, their tactics. Learn how they do it. And that's how you're going to improve. That's the simple truth. Now, we're going to hand this over to the community for a little while and open it up to questions. So if you guys have some questions, go ahead. We'll answer some questions.
Yeah. Shozen, you've shown your chat for a while. You can hide that if you want.
Oops. I'm really good at showing chat.
Yeah. Guys, if you are watching us right now on Twitch, we always have at the end of, well, we try. We don't have it always, but at the end of the show, we try to give a little bit of a time for you to do or ask us some questions, do a little bit of a Q&A. We also have that option in our forum thread or anywhere else you can reach us. You can just message us and send us something that you want us to talk about on the show. Either just straight up answer a question for you, or maybe give you a little bit of a background on a feature, on a guild, on a group that you're interested about, that you want to either learn something about or that you have some information on for us. And we are happy to both answer questions and have you on the show if you want to tell us something as well.
All right. Well, we have a couple of quick questions. One, I think Mon wants to know, what is that amazing cape you're wearing? That's the easiest one.
Vendetta. Oh.
No, you're not wearing Vendetta. You are totally wearing Conflict. But that's not what is the cape itself? Is it a special cape? Ooh, it's a T83L. Wow, look at this guy rolling deep in the money. Look at him. Just
Do you know what the rarest item is though in this?
No.
I think it's the offhand, I think.
Oh, the flowers?
Yeah, because it's a masterpiece offhand flowers.
Oh,
and
wow.
You can't reroll them. You can't reroll them at the station.
Yeah.
So you have to, buy them over and over again to get the masterpiece one. And I think that must be one of the few ones. By the way, if anybody sells a golden wedding ring, I need one.
Okay. All right. I have some wedding rings, but they are not masterpiece. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Funstealer wants to know who else I'm going to be interviewing and what I have on the docket and who I would really like to interview. Well, the interview I'd really, really, really like to do is Cargera. That's the one I want to do. If anybody can get me in touch with Cargera, we do not share any Discord channels. I have upwards of 60 Discord channels right now between all the different guilds that I'm in. Not one of them is shared with Cargera. I'm currently in his alliance. I've snuck into Sun in an effort to try to be like, hey, alliance chat, anybody got Cargera's DMs? I'm going to slide in. We'll see how that works. I don't have a lot of faith. But the ones I will be trying to do next week, I'm going to try to get a hold of Cryon because it's been mentioned a number of times that he's a great interview and we should do it. I have on the docket, I have a couple guys from BA, including Robin Hood again, Sucks, and Mojo. Those guys are on the docket. Vocandon is on the docket to come up and do another update on the Brazilian community. Apparently, some poor guy made a mistake and was streaming comms live during a CTA ZVZ and got himself kicked. And we have the story for that. And I'll be trying to bring that to you with some video and some translations for you next week. Let's see, what else do we have? Any other questions? Or is that it? I think we can... Why does... Okay, so quality of life improvements. Original Samson wants to know if we're getting more quality of life improvements. Yes. If you've noticed, recently we just got the favorites list for our islands. That came about from a roundtable where somebody was like, hey, this has been on here forever. Is there any way we can get this? And we were told, well, it's really low on the priority list because we have other quality of life things we're trying to do. Other things for the big patch coming up because we're trying to make a new world. Some other things. So it's a little bit lower on our priority. And somebody said, hello? No, I'm in the back here. I'm raising my hand. Hello? Hello? I can do that in an afternoon. And he did it. And now we have it. And it turns out we're working on some other quality of life stuff as well. I can't give you a list as it's not been made public and I don't know exactly what will make it and what won't. But if you go to the roadmap, you will get some idea of some of the things that are on the list. However, keep telling them what you want. That's what they want to know. What do you want for quality of life improvements? Yes, it's on the forums already. Keep going. Keep at it. Keep poking them. Keep at it. It's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. Like, if you don't say you want island favorite list, you'll never get an island favorite list.
I can link the roadmap and the show description. I can get it later for you too. Yeah.
All right, and I think that is enough because we are up here on 53 minutes. Bogul, is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Except for follow us, which is the standard plug. Not really. I mean, you are in the know already about what you need to do. If you aren't following, you can just click that little button. It will help us. We should have the nice YouTube channel soon. So if you're listening to us and you aren't following us on YouTube yet, hit that subscribe button there.
Yeah, we could use some help with that, actually. We need, I believe, 100 followers on YouTube to get our own official YouTube page, and we just remade it for this show. So we are not part of the official YouTube page, which is all partnered and pretty and all ready to go. Ours is slowly building over time, and I think we have something like 20 followers, so we got a long...
No. We have 80 something, so we're just missing a few.
What? On YouTube?
Yeah.
It's like more than we have views.
What? No. That's also not true. Shozen, what's happening?
All right, somebody wants the link to the YouTube. Let me get that real quick.
Yeah. And I think we're done. That is for today.
Okay. I just want, before we go, I want to get the link to the YouTube for the guys who want it right here in chat. And then we'll get out of here.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that's the week for the second week of the new AO Daily Show. We've been super excited to get this rolling. It's been an awesome thing so far. We've been really glad for all the feedback that we got so far. We have so many great ideas that were transported to us, that were messaged to us. We'll try to get as many of them, incorporated into the show as we can. We love to have you guys on the show. That's what it is about. We would love to talk about you, what you're doing. So if you have any of that, let us know. Get in touch. And yeah.
All right.
That's
Well,
cool.
all right. So we will see you guys, I guess, Monday. We are off for the weekend. Oh my God. Bogul, it's the weekend. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we will see you Monday.
Play as Albion, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to, absolutely. 12 UTC Monday morning, and then at 18 UTC on Monday, and then all through the week at 12 UTC, Monday through Friday, and then on Thursday as well at 18 UTC. And then, let's see, we are 2 weeks out from Reset Day, so be ready to head to that as well. All right, guys, on that one, I think we've had enough of the AO Daily Show. I will talk to you guys Monday. Have a good one. And until then, stay classy, Albion.
Goodbye.